was a graveyard smash.
Next year on Twitter, I'm going to be the creature from the Mac Lagoon.
Ooh, I love that.
Ooh, yes.
Hey, we're doing a thing, huh?
We're doing a thing.
We're doing a thing. Hey, I am
Oh.
Mac Weapons Rack Beauvais. And this is, yes, that's a whole thing. Go back and watch Phoenix Down Command. It's ridiculous. It's just, don't actually do that ever. Hi, this is Razor Ridge, Werewolf the Wild West. I'm running on very little sleep, a lot of beer, and spite. So, with that, let's go ahead and introduce our players, and let's actually start over here tonight with Stephen.
Hi there, my name's Stephen Pope, and I'm playing Charles Brecht, a.k.a. Dances with the Fair Folk. I'm a Fiona Galliard, and I like long walks on the beach and sleep deprivation. I haven't slept in a while.
Hello, I am Jessie. I'm playing Jeremiah Watts, the town preacher.
Ooh. And I'm Sam. I play Sigrun Eld, who is a lupus Viking.
And we have a very special guest because unfortunately Nick is sick for the second episode, poor guy.
Yeah.
And Gina was so awesome to step up and help produce and also come play a character tonight.
I know.
Yay.
I'm really excited.
Yay!
I know, because I get to play with y'all. And I get to play Werewolf, which I've never played.
Which is super awesome.
Cool.
And also it's the first time I met Gina, so I'm very
I
excited.
know! I know. That was my added bonus. I'm like, I get to play a game of Max there. That would be cool.
Wow, I don't know. I feel like that's a detriment, but whatever helps you sleep
Well,
tonight.
the fact that spite rhymes with smite, which,
All
you
of
never
those
know.
things. I'm into rhyming,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah. It'll be
I don't
good.
have anything to rhyme with, apparently.
It'll be good.
For those that caught the first episode, awesome. Hey, welcome back. For those that haven't, what's wrong with you? This is actually being run out of the game book Werewolf the Wild West. There was some confusion about that, and people were like, it's Werewolf 20th, it's Werewolf... It is literally Werewolf the Wild West. It is its own game book.
From 1997.
Yeah. Like, I went to DriveThruRPG and downloaded that, and I'm literally running off of that, so...
It was a humble bundle a while ago, too.
It was.
Like all the Werewolf ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
awesome.
well, I have less of the Werewolf ever, and mostly Werewolf the Wild West.
Really just the one.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Precisely. So, I think a couple of you guys had, from our last game, Help a Player Dice. Who still has Help a Player Dice?
I have two.
Alright, since I don't have a shitload of Help a Player Dice, I have a much more fun thing. I have a voucher system using actual bullet
Casing.
shells.
Oh, that's
I wonder
sick.
where you got those. No one we know, I'm sure. Yeah.
Ooh, somebody's saying something. What?
It's like, where's the 50 cals?
Yes. So you
There
had
somewhere.
two?
I have two.
So you get these, and you can either use your own dice or you can redeem, and I will give you some new silver dice that I got because I'm especially cruel and
I
unusual.
also get two.
You got two.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this not?
It is delicious.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Right.
quite good.
Yeah.
Man, I'm running a werewolf game, and I still can say I don't drink red wine. Did you have any still, or did you use them? I thought you had Help a Player Dice.
I didn't write it down, and I normally do write it down.
I think she might have used
You
it.
Shame.
used yours.
Shame.
Okay.
Bad werewolf.
I listened.
Shame.
Okay, well, I didn't write it down that I used
Bad
them.
werewolf. I'm
It
going to
was
get the
some-
rolled up newspaper.
I mean...
a tough roll you had to make, and you're like, I'm using this.
Oh, I did use them for my transformation. 'Cause
Oh
she's
yeah, you
not
were
that
gonna
good
get
at
a little
becoming human.
A little stuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
yeah.
a little stuck. Yeah. Speaking of which, do you want to recap?
Yeah.
Yes, I do, because I don't really know wwhat's happening in my real life, let alone in the game anymore.
Yeah, it's been
Way too many details.
it's been a time. So let's see what
Interesting.
happened. Let's read.
Okay.
November 20th, 1874. Charlie, the drunk haberdasher, Jeremiah, the preacher, Chen, fine medicine and tailoring / doctor, and newcomer Sigrun, who is a Viking warrior. Padding into town, Sigrun notices a mark that looks kind of like a diamond that indicates a pack is around, so she lets out a welcoming howl. Jeremiah comes out of the church. Charlie and Chen are in the shop. One of them is tipsy.
That'd be me.
The three meet
Spoiler
up
alert.
and head east to greet the
Charlie.
visitor.
I'm Charlie.
Sigrun and her 3 birth pack mates sit and await the answer to the howl. A return howl comes from Charlie, pretending to be drunk in the middle of the town. Chen guesses the first howl came from where the marker is. The preacher is just quietly shaking her head. Or his head, sorry. Chen goes behind his apothecary shop to transform it to lupus form. Jeremiah walks in Hamid form towards the sound. Charlie gets naked behind the shop and transforms, poorly, into Hispo. Chen yips at a drunk saloon patron trying to piss behind the saloon, giving him and Charlie a chance to run for it. The preacher is about halfway to the visitor by now. Charlie tries to race Chen, who is not having it. They blow past Jeremiah. Chen does a circle around the preacher and keeps going. Charlie comes to a graceful stop in front of Sigrun, who stares at him. They exchange short pleasantries, and she tells him she's looking for kinfolk. Jeremiah sees that the other three are actual wolves. Chen welcomes Sigrun and asks if her pack will be staying. Yes, but not in town. We take the long way around to the Magnuson homestead because Sigrun doesn't have pants. Jeremiah goes through town. Chen welcomes the litter mates, the hunting, and says the hunting might be slim with 3 extra wolves in the area. Sigrun agrees to introduce the pack to her kinfolk, and Jeremiah meets them there. Charlie shifts back into Krenos, naked. Jeremiah judges him. Harsh. Now he's human and naked. Right then, Astrid opens the door and is very confused. Charlie tries to explain, awkwardly, while Jeremiah tries to cover him with his robe. Sigrun drags Astrid inside by her skirt and transforms to explain. Introductions happen, and it's super weird. Jeremiah tries to tell Astrid they're all normal. Charlie tells them they're under that the kinfolk are now under the pack's protection.
Chewbacca showed up.
Chewbacca shows up.
The werewolf.
We let
It
the
was a-
Wookiee win.
Always
It was a
let the
weird
Wookiee
twist,
win.
but I was on board.
He was hairy. You guys were hairy. It just seemed right.
I hear you and I accept it.
Astrid is not super convinced, so they say goodnight. Sigrun stays with her kin, and the pack discusses Charlie's need of pants and their need for an Arun. Let's see. Nighttime, in Sigrun's sleep, she feels the draw of a familiar presence, something that perhaps she doesn't even know she was looking for. A piercing scream rouses her out of slumber. The end.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part.
I didn't.
Of course you did.
I forgot everything else, but I didn't forget about that part.
Can we hear about Gina's character?
Yes.
No.
Or, no?
No.
Oh, okay, no.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Can Gina say hi to the audience at least?
Oh, yeah. Hi. I'm Gina.
Yeah.
You introduced me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did
And
that.
then we shared love and, like, happiness. And, yeah, exactly.
And wine.
It's good.
No wine.
Yeah. And wine. No, the wine is awesome.
The wine is delicious.
Yeah,
Thank
a
you.
friend told me about this, and so I know. Let me see if I can get back over to y'all, which I can't.
Seriously, it's been crazy. I'm helping
Yeah.
produce a fucking convention. I'm tired.
This one. That's what we're
Amazing.
drinking. It's delicious.
Apothic Inferno.
Yes.
See, that's the thing is all the red wines always have the best names, and I can't drink any of them because then I feel like
the
death.
tannins.
Oh, me
or-
too.
Oh, I feel absolutely awful, except for what Stork brought for our vampire game, which was actually not a red wine. It was more like a framboise, and that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Aw.
I don't know. The
anyway.
difference, they all make me ill.
So, I know you're all very eager about the Scream.
I sad for you. I'm happy for Sam and I.
Yeah. Sorry about
Enjoy.
it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're all very eager about the Scream at the end,
Yes.
Yes.
but we're going to take a quick break.
Oh.
Oh.
So, after leaving the homestead of Sigrun and her kinfolk, Charlie goes walking back and drops bullets. Goes walking back down the street, the long stretch back to his homestead where his kinfolk is. It's late in November. There's a light fog rolling in. You kind of get a little bit of the lantern light from a few of the establishments and some candlelight flickering through that, and you approach towards the homestead. And it's illuminated from within. It's that really soft glow through the fog. You can kind of see the silhouette of your brother within. He sneezes briefly, as humans are wont to do, which is always super entertaining because, you know, werewolves like never sneeze unless it's like that werewolf thing that they do. And in typical Western fashion, begins to experience a flashback. And I would like you to tell me about some memory from Charlie's past that is being conjured by walking back to the homestead and his kinfolk.
So, Charlie was about 19 and his brother was about 14 when their parents were killed by a worm creature. And it wasn't just their parents, it was their siblings and their aunts and uncles. It was a very pointed attack, and they were the only two who made it out. A couple years later, they moved out here, and being a werewolf, Charlie had to go, find the sept, talk to those in charge, make nice with the spirits, see if you can find some fair folk around here. He was gone for a couple days. And when he came back, Richie hadn't slept because he was just terrified that Charlie was going to die out here and he was going to be alone. So they have a pretty strict rule. No one goes to bed till we know where we know where we are.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And during this time, Sigrun has begun to sleep in a strange abode and has a restless night. And I am going to slack you something that you may do with as you will. But during all of this restless night of sleep, this sort of drawing feeling that you have, a scream, an ear-splitting scream pierces the night. And it is a scream that you hear very, very clearly. You hear because you're awake. Where did you go after? Where did Jeremiah go after? Was he awake or did he go to bed?
I think he was still awake.
Okay. You would have heard it as well. But for our newcomer, I would love if you would give me a roll.
Okay.
And give me perception plus alertness. Your difficulty is 6.
Backwards.
Yes. So under mental, you want
Got
perception,
it.
and your alertness.
And got it. Okay.
Your target number is 6s.
Okay. I'm choosing dice. I don't know. Okay. Where was my other one? There's a special die in here and I can't find it. Whatever. Okay, it's gonna be this one. Okay. 4?
4 successes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you totally hear it. It is dark out. It is dark as hell. It's super nighttime, and just like across the empty plain of dirt and tumbleweed and cactus, you totally hear this. You just you hear a shriek.
Oh, the shriek.
You just hear this shriek piercing out through the night. What do you guys do?
Excellent.
I bolt inside and put on pants.
Okay. All right, so he's getting pants because you were last seen in the preacher's coat, I believe, after being very naked.
Yeah, we established this happens often.
Has a lot of extra coats. I'll throw my robe on and rush outside.
Okay.
I'm asleep. I probably shift back into lupus form and run towards the noise.
Okay.
Actually, I would check to make sure my kinfolk are in the house first.
All right, well, you snap back into lupus form. I want both of you guys to actually also give me a perception plus alertness roll.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
Sigrid, right?
Sigrun.
Yep.
Sigrun.
Okay, and gotcha.
Difficulty 6, you said?
Yes?
That's 1 success because
Okay.
1's cancel the 7.
Let's see what she's got.
2.
2?
Oh wait, no, 3. I'm sorry, 3.
Okay. Smells like a chimney is going, but you definitely smell fire.
Can I tell what direction from?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right.
You can smell that there's something that's not quite right, but maybe not quite as sharply. I don't know how close the church is to the Brecht homestead.
Well, after I at least get some pants on, just want to be decent here, I bolt out and I follow my nose.
Yes, we'll start running towards it.
Okay. For Sigrun, also give me perception and alertness.
Okay. Perception and alertness. What do I need? 6s? One success. I was
success?
really sleepy.
The thing that cuts through to you is the person screaming is your kinfolk. It's Astrid screaming.
Then I definitely run as fast as I can towards the sound.
All right. You run out the door, and their barn is on fire.
The barn is on fire. Okay, how close is the barn to the house?
It's not as far away as you'd probably like it to be for comfort.
Okay.
And you can see, I mean, they've got a few farm animals out there that are striving as hard as they can to get away from the blaze, even though they're penned in. I mean, it is panic.
Is she in the barn or she's outside the barn?
She's standing on the back porch steps, staring at the barn, and just screamed, and is standing there just kind of
freaking out.
like, what to do?
Let's see. What are the farm animals penned in by? Is there a gate?
There's a gate. It's definitely like wooden fencing. They haven't been there for that long, so they've built sort of the, a quick, fencing. It's kind of like the two sets of, wood running along the posts.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of chicken wire for the pen that has the chickens, but...
Okay. I'm gonna Hulk smash the gate.
You want to Hulk smash the gate?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me brawl and strength.
Okay.
Because I think we established they were outside of town. They weren't really exactly on the main drag, so they're a little further out.
Yeah, on like the edges.
No.
Dramatic, but not helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four successes.
All right. You Hulk smash it like holy shit! Like this wolf just suddenly just goes running and smashes right into the fencing holding in the animals. They are terrified of you. So you have opened up a area for them to escape through, and all the animals are like trying to decide between fire and giant fucking wolf.
Out of character, because I don't know, werewolves, do werewolves have the same, like, fire fear thing that vampires do?
No, they don't.
Okay, good.
No, so it's not fire bad.
Fire
I mean,
bad.
fire's
Delicious.
not great. Don't like go and try and be friends with it and
No,
go
no,
for a
no.
cuddle. But you aren't like, oh, the fire.
So I'm gonna
I don't even know what faces I'm making anymore. I'm so tired. I'm sorry,
That
guys.
was
It's a little
amazing.
Nosferatu. Yeah.
I'm
It was
gonna
like the
attempt a
best
herding
Nosferatu.
maneuver.
It's like a Willem Dafoe Nosferatu.
It was.
Oh,
It
good, cool.
Yeah, it was
Mostly,
good.
I was Willem Dafoeing earlier with that kind of like crazy face.
I heard the animals.
Okay.
Do you have animal ken?
No. But I want to go, like, between them and the fire and then growl at them so
Do
they'll
you
go
have
the
animal
other
ken?
way.
Okay, so you don't
We're
have animal
fucked.
ken. Give me.
I have intimidation. I can intimidate the animals.
Sure, give me intimidation plus.
Run
Let's
for me.
do appearance.
Intimidate the
Oh,
crap
okay.
out of those animals.
I'm gonna laugh if I fail to intimidate sheep.
Yeah, there's like they don't have a lot of animals. They got like a couple of cows, a few sheep, some chickens, like one donkey chilling
Yeah.
there. Because why not?
Like basic. Oh yeah, these animals
4.
are intimidated. Well, that's a 1, so
3.
3 successes.
They go stampeding the fuck out of there and almost run over your other kinfolk, which is remind me, is it Eric?
Yes.
Yeah, they almost run Eric down. Astrid's still on the steps trying to figure out what the fuck to do, and you've just scared off all of their livestock.
Well, they're not dead.
And Astrid, Sigrid, get away from the fire, honey, get away from the fire.
Little obs.
What are you guys doing?
I'm running over there.
I'm
Not
running
sure
over
how
there.
long it's gonna take to get
Me
there.
neither.
By
I
the time
assume
by,
other townsfolk are doing the same.
yeah, I mean, people are definitely running towards it, but with great trepidation. You know, this is a very small town. There's not a lot of people, and what few people there were probably in the bar getting drunk. Because what else do you do in Razor Ridge except get drunk?
Well, I'm nothing if not stupid and brave, so I am just
All right.
beelining it towards the fire.
So you guys get over there, and there is a giant fucking, like, wolf. I mean, it's a natural wolf, but still pretty big, chasing farm animals.
I think that's a new girl.
Gee, what gave you that impression?
And you guys see it, the barn at this point, I mean, it is completely ablaze.
Her priorities don't seem to be in order.
Is there a well nearby?
I have create element.
You do. You can create small amounts of an element.
Darn it.
So, but if you want to come up with an interesting way of using that,
Yeah.
because you do see that there are sparks flying off of this burning barn that are heading towards the fencing that was holding all of the animals.
Ah, shoot.
What are you up to over here,
I was
Gina?
just gonna slack you. I think
Oh,
I
you
would-
can also do that as well if you
No,
would like, madam.
No, I'm good with that. I'm gonna go in the direction of that scream because that sounded. I mean, that's pretty intense.
So,
I'm gonna mosey over there.
are you moving pretty slow?
No, I'm gonna move with purpose, but I'm not moving like I'm.
Are you moving
Superman.
on foot or are you?
I'm moving on foot.
You're moving. So
Yeah.
okay, so you are on foot.
Oh, you mean because I can have a mount, a ride?
If you would like,
Yeah.
like
No,
we discussed earlier.
Or it could be the
Let's
ride.
do that.
All right, so you've got a horse.
I'm sorry. That's just totally made me laugh. I'll have a horse.
Okay. Give me perception and alertness as well,
Okay.
actually. Because that's my favorite thing to make you guys roll tonight. So
Okay.
I'm just basically going to be a broken record.
Okay.
Target is 6.
Ooh.
Ooh, we don't bounce those, right?
Mm-mm.
I got 4 again.
Wow. So you see a glow in the distance, and you know this is a fucking fire.
Okay.
Like, there's no question in your mind. This is a huge blaze.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pick up some speed.
You're going to pick up some speed? I think you have ride, right?
That's a good question. Yes,
Yes, because I actually have your
do.
sheet here, so
Yep,
why the
I
fuck
got
am
it.
I asking you that? Give me ride, and ride's such a weird thing. Like, what should that fucking go with? That's ridiculous.
Give me red.
Dexterity?
I don't know, Dex?
I guess probably Dex, yeah.
Okay.
So give me ride and Dex.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be good. I don't know, 3.
Whoa.
3?
Yeah, these are the good dice.
All right, you know how to
I
make
keep
that
in you.
horse fucking go.
Okay.
So you are galloping towards this blaze.
Yep. She's good. We've been together for a while. So,
What's your horse's name?
my horse's name is Nellie. I
Nellie?
don't know. No, it's not. My horse's name is Daisy.
Shadowfax.
Oh,
Awesome.
and then you get stuck into this moat of despair. No. All right, what are you guys doing? This fire is looking bad. I mean, the barn is blazing, and you can see, like, there's a little bit of wind starting to pick it up.
I double back to the bar.
You're going to go back to the bar, okay.
I hope
The bar is a ways away, but okay.
I'm in good shape. I can roll.
Give me stamina and athletics.
Alrighty.
I am a roll-heavy GM tonight.
I'm going to blow one of these.
All right, you want to use your dice? You
I'll
want
use
one?
mine.
All right.
Difficulty?
Give me 6s. You're in pretty good shape for being the town crazy drunk person.
1.
1?
1.
You're a little off your game tonight, so it's going to take you probably a couple rounds to get back to.
Okay,
The
but
bar.
once I'm there, I throw open doors, do the whole. There's a fire at the. What's the family name?
Magnuson.
There's a fire at the Magnuson farm.
Let me see. Where did I put her?
And I will make a impressive get your ass moving roll if you want me
Okay,
to.
so the person behind the bar is actually the owner of the bar, Annette Merriweather. And Charlie, are you drunk again?
I wish.
Well, what do you want us to do?
They're gone. Volunteer fire department. We got one of those. I know we do. At the very least, we can use some guys to help, I don't know, get water out of the well and throw it on the fire before it burns down the goddamn town.
You want to roll for that?
Hell yeah. Charisma?
Yes,
and,
sir.
What?
Do you have leadership?
I don't, actually. I have performance.
Give me a charisma roll.
Okay. Does my
Because
showman...
I mean, you are basically the town fuckabout.
I'm going to spend my other one.
All right.
Bring in 5. And does my showman specialty apply here?
No, because you're not really showing off. You're being serious at this point and trying to get them moving.
3 successes.
3 successes. And Annette kind of goes,
Look out the goddamn window!
all right. We'll get some men to come to the well with some buckets. And she starts pulling out, she actually starts grabbing the spittoons from the bar and handing it to the guys to go and start filling up.
I steal one. I steal one, I fill it with some water, and I just run.
All right.
I'm not paying for this. Bye!
You best bring that back, Charlie.
Can't hear you!
I know you can.
Can I use create element to wet the surrounding area?
Yes. I will let you use create element. It's going to be a very thin spread of water, but if you want to create something there.
More
you
like
can
a
definitely do it.
smear of water.
Yes, it's a smear of water.
Some dew.
a spritz.
Okay. That feels like it won't do anything at all.
You would be surprised.
Okay, I will use that to try to slow the spread of the fire.
Okay.
Wet the surrounding area.
Okay, I'm going to pull that up, except the internet is being crash o'clock right now.
No.
Give me my documents. That's why I put them on Google Drive.
I got to help a player
Hell's
while you're
yeah.
looking that up from Sir Guido, who apparently knows that my rolls are either amazing or not.
So you're either a Gina or a
Yeah.
stork.
Yeah. Stork has asked me to change dice before when we've played together.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So help a player
Holy
from
shit.
Guido because I might need it tonight. Thank you for my
Aw.
bullet casing.
Is the internet up for you too?
Is the bullet casing a set or one?
It is a set.
Oh,
so
okay.
it is
Okay.
to help a player
I'm gonna
dice.
give one back.
You're trying to look something up, but you can't.
Yeah,
Meg?
the internet's being dumb.
Weird.
Because I have all of your powers written down in a handy document that only works when the internet is working.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
Hooray!
Hey.
Huzzah,
Success.
technology. I swear I'm not usually like this GMing, but it's been a long day.
It's been a week.
It's been a long month. Okay.
A long life.
Welcome to the Happy
It's
Jacks
fine. We're all
Therapy
fine
Hour.
here.
All right. So let's do create element. And I warned everybody in the last episode, I'm still learning through the system. They're all learning through the system. We're all learning together. Everything is great. We're all fine here. Create element. The guru can create a small amount of the 4 basic elements: fire, earth, air, earth, or water. In this way, a guru can summon a breath of fresh air in a poisonous mine, make a stone to drop on someone, create a fire without flint or fuel. Don't do that because everything's on fire
We don't
already.
need that.
Oh.
Or call up water in the middle of Death Valley. The gift can't create precious metals, especially silver, lethal gases, or acid, because you were totally going to summon those. The guru spends 1 gnosis point and rolls gnosis difficulty 6. 1 cubic foot of the desired element is created per success to a maximum weight of 100 pounds. The element is now permanent until used up. Breathe in the case of air, or burned up in the case of fire with wood without fuel. So you're going to have to spend a gnosis point.
Okay.
And then you're going to do a gnosis roll off of your total gnosis.
Okay.
And then tell me how many successes you have, difficulty 6.
Okay. So then 3 dice, since I have 3 gnosis in
Mhm.
total.
Although you did use you gave me a help a player thing.
Oh, well, I gave that back because I thought that this was only 1.
No.
So now I'm giving this one.
Yeah.
I'm using that.
They're worth 2, madam.
Heck yeah.
Hey, chat, what's up? Give them help of players. I really enjoy
Yeah.
handing out bullet casings.
What's the difficulty?
6.
You can do it.
Woo! That was some spin.
Yeah, it was.
I got 2 successes.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 2 cubic feet. But I'm going to say that basically, I'm going to imagine you're sort of getting up towards the fire and kind of doing this kind of motion. And it's a very fine mist that covers a space. So it's not going to stop it for long, but it's helping, like you can see sparks kind of out as they hit sort of this very fine sheet of water that's going across.
Okay. Cool. Helping.
Meanwhile, Charlie, still half naked, carrying a spittoon filled with legally gotten water, still running.
You see people, they're just like, there goes Charlie. Yeah, about par for the course.
This town is terrible. There's a building on fire, and they're just like, he's a drunk.
Razor Ridge. It's Razor Ridge, and they...
I'm just saying, they're very judgmental about me being the town drunk when there's a thing on fire.
I feel like they're always judgy, though.
They're very judgy. That's what
They're
I'm saying.
super judgy. I mean, it's a crappy-ass border town.
Razor Ridge is West Hollywood. Oh my god.
You are coming up, and you're starting to actually see the fire.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're starting to see this blaze in the distance, and you
Okay.
can tell that there is a building on fire.
Okay. If I can pace any faster with Daisy, I will do so, but otherwise I'm going to get there as fast as I can.
If you want to really push her,
Okay.
give me another ride in Dex.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
Ooh, 3.
3?
What the hell's going on with these dice? I'm going to roll like shit on Sunday.
She's
Okay.
going to fucking hate you,
Yeah.
but she's going to go ahead and pick up pace.
Okay.
But you know you're going to need to give
gotta
her
get
a break
apples
after this
and-
because
yeah.
she is just, it's like,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Like,
rushing
really?
towards
I was already
this.
fast.
Yeah, like,
why are you,
like, holy
why are you
shit, what
doing
the
this
hell
to
is
me?
happening right now?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So you'll probably reach in about the next few minutes.
Cool. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
And I mean, the building is now starting to get to a point where the top area of the barn is starting to collapse in on itself.
Yeah.
And you know at this point, it's probably not salvageable. The bigger threat is the fire spreading.
Right. Like, okay, so does it look like there's anything else near enough to it that's going to catch fire?
The biggest thing is really the pens that the animals are in. And the animals have, like, fucked off into the desert at
Yeah.
this point because a giant wolf was
We'll worry
after
about them later.
Yeah.
So,
But the biggest threat is basically you've got the house,
mm-hmm.
and then you've got the sort of pens for the animals, and then the barn is at the other end of that. Fortunately, they
pens
weren't
kinda
growing
connect?
anything, so it's not like they brought in some hay, but it's not
Yeah.
like it was actually a farm where they were able to grow a lot of stuff to be in there. They had some food stocked in there, but like all of that is pretty much just nil at this point.
Right.
The biggest thing is making sure it's not going to get to the house.
So,
And it's November, it's chilly, and you've got a bit of
Dry.
a breeze out across a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it worked the first time, so
And people are starting to show up. And there's a giant fucking wolf
Oh.
in a pen right now.
I thought you chased him off into the desert.
Hey, you all asked me if people were running towards the blaze and seemed very upset that townspeople were not concerned.
Let's see. Can I hear the townspeople coming?
You would start hearing a murmuring of voices. People
Okay.
are reaching out there. You guys move particularly fast, and the other people are a little more apathetic if it's not their business.
Yeah.
But you definitely hear people approaching. And Astra's still on the steps, just not sure what to do. Eric's trying to go after the animals that are running around, but doesn't know where to put them because he's not letting them in the house. They already have one animal that's been living in the house for the night, so...
If I'm still, I'd probably be away from the fire, but still over kind of where the barn is. I want to try and Hulk smash the part of the fence that like connects where like it goes to the house to where the barn is, so it can't spread along that.
Okay.
And then I'll run in the house and put pants on, I guess.
All right, now it is a length of fence. I mean, they didn't have them penned into a very small area. You're basically going to have to smash so hard. Like, opening up the pen was one thing, but you're basically, the barrier that was on the other side closest to the barn
Yeah.
is got to be at least like 20, 30 feet across. This was the pen that they've got the animals in. You're going to have to hit it really fucking hard at a crucial point to make the post cave with that.
Let's see if I can do that.
You're going to have to give me 8s.
Okay.
And it's going to be, I'm going to say brawl and strength.
Okay.
You're trying to crash the outer pen
Yeah.
of the cool.
Let's see. Okay. Come on, 8s. Let's do the thing. Smashing stuff. Oops. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
It escaped.
It escaped. God damn it. I got 1 9, but I got a 1. And 2 fucking 7s. Curse you.
So you
Failure, not a
basically, it's like a wrestling match where they bounce against the side of things. And you maybe overestimate what you can do as a wolf versus like maybe being in Krynos form. And you slam into it, and it just like the wood starts to kind of like poof. And you just kind of go skidding on the dirt.
Well, that's embarrassing. I'm gonna go in the house.
And you can kind of see Ashley going, like noticing people are coming. It's like, Sigrun, get in the house, get.
I know. Making like
I
a
imagine the tails like
wolf,
between
like,
your
rolling
legs while
its-
you're like going into the house.
rolling my little wolf eyes. Like, yeah, I know. I'm doing it. God.
I'm going to say you are starting to catch up, and you are on the outskirts. You are actually coming towards it on the outskirts of where this blaze is happening with the barn.
And where am I?
You are pretty much back to the barn with your spittoon full of water.
And how many people are?
Spittoon.
How many people came with?
You managed to convince like 4 people to come, and 3 of them are pretty okay. One guy is like super drunk and thought you were just inviting him out for more drinks.
Oh.
It's like that's not like
So,
the bar with the
Get
drinking.
new.
Like
I'm writing this down. Get new reputation.
I was just him bumper.
I'm ignoring him. And
It's bumper, and he just sits there and just kind of watches the fire.
useless. And I throw my I almost said splatoon. I throw my spittoon of water onto the fire. And is Eric out here?
Eric is out here. He's trying desperately to wrangle these animals.
Where's your well?
We ain't got a well. We're in Razor Ridge.
All these animals, they don't have a well?
They don't have a well. They've been bringing in water, but there is a well source that's a little ways off. Like there's a communal well. It's a small ass town.
Fair enough.
And there's a river not far away, but it's not going to get a lot of water out there. That's like a precious commodity.
Oh boy.
There is a water, like, receptacle, more like a water tower kind of thing, but that is not going to be there.
Okay.
It's probably towards the edge of town. There is a water tower. But you guys, like, I showed you guys the map of where you were in the last game. There's a ridge of mountains, and there's not much, and there is a river, but it's not right by the town. It's like a mile away.
Okay. Charlie has that, that meme where the numbers are flying everywhere?
Yes.
He has a moment of that, then he fills his spittoon with dirt.
Okay.
And he tosses that on the fire.
Okay. I mean, where it hits, I mean, the barn is blazing. It's starting to finally go down. It definitely, like, starts to put out a little bit of the fire, but not a lot. I mean, this is a barn.
Yeah.
And you brought a spittoon of dirt to a barn fire.
No one
I'm
else
not
was
being an
helping.
asshole here. The barn is on fire.
Oh, I know. Just like, no one else was helping!
It's kind of a true thing.
Just kind of a...
like, you're in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like, oh, yeah, we've got 16 wells in this town.
Fair enough.
Do you want to re-up sort of your water that you've got going on there, Preacher?
Yeah.
Because that's only going to last so long. I mean, you've really managed to catch some of the sparks, but it was a very thin sheet of water. And if you want, you can try and inspire everybody to scoop up dirt and start throwing it on this barn fire and try and build a perimeter.
I'd like to do that, actually.
Okay.
What I have to roll?
That is fire bad. People know fire bad.
Yes.
So, you can give me charisma, and if you want to use something else that's not leadership,
Etiquette? No.
you're going to have to tell me how you're going to spend something else beyond charisma. Because, I mean, it is like 2 a.m, a barn is on fucking fire, and you grabbed people from the bar to come help put this out. They were happily drinking in the bar far away from the fire.
How about intimidation?
If you would like to roll intimidation, please do.
All right. For those listening to this in a week, I went on record. I am a literal hobbit. I'm tiny and adorable, so intimidation is not my forte in real life. So this should
Yeah,
be
but you were playing Charlie, who is the town fuck up.
I got 5 successes.
Woo!
Yeah.
What do you say to these assholes that you have grabbed up from
You drunk sons of bitches, get some goddamn dirt and throw it on the fucking fire!
Whoa.
Yes, sir! And they go up and they're just they have been drinking and like this is upsetting. You sound mean. And they were having such a good time, but maybe they can go back to having a good time if they can put out this fire. So they go and they start just scooping up spittoons full of dirt and start building this perimeter so they can go back to fucking drinking and not getting yelled at.
I'm really trying to figure out a way that I could get the giant thing of holy water from the church.
That would be awesome.
You could, but you would have to move awful fast.
And I would probably have to be in the state that causes delirium in minutes.
Probably, unless you come around the backside of the barn. But you risk running
She sounded
either
like she was
out or
sad about
outside of
that.
the town or through the town. Please let me know your decision.
There's a lot
I'm
of
intrigued.
there's a lot of eye batting going on. I don't trust it.
I'm ready for another beer. I'm ready for another beer for you to tell me what you would like to do next.
I think I want to try doing that. I want to try grabbing the giant supply of holy water from the church
Okay.
and putting it on that fire.
Sam, darling,
Yes, I can get you a beer.
that would be great. Because I have to see how this nets out.
Yeah. I come up with really weird ideas.
Okay, so here's the deal.
All right.
You are Metis. You can go, bam, right back into Krino's form. You are standing right in front of 3 or 4 guys that are shoveling fucking dirt into Let's see, is this a twist top or is it a trap? Nope, it's twist top.
Yeah.
I win.
Hot dog.
That are shoveling a bunch of dirt into a fire. You're basically right at that edge of it.
Uh-huh.
You can go back to Krenos anytime. That is your natural state.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to move?
Is there anywhere to hide to do that?
I mean, they're pretty distracted by the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have stealth?
Stealth, where are you? Yeah, I have 1 stealth.
If you want to give me, let's say stealth plus wits.
3 whole day. Why doesn't the preacher have more wits? I don't know.
What is it like?
What is the difficulty?
6s. Shit's on fire.
1 success.
Okay. You know that if you sneak around the edge of the homestead, people are mostly coming from one side of the homestead where the stretch of town is, sort of the main thoroughfare.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the edge of the house, you can probably go back to Krenos and kind of circumvent the town because the church is sort of on the other edge of town.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
All right.
And I'm going to have a very difficult time with it because he does not like being in any type of wolf form. So this is he's gonna say a little prayer. I'm gonna waste some time here. Say a little prayer, and
All right.
he'll go.
Krenos?
into Krenos.
You're fucking massive, and you can just you can run on 2, you can run on 4, whatever, and you can book it back. It's going to take you a couple of turns to go to the get back to the church.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about the supply of holy water and how heavy it is.
You know, I don't know how heavy the traditional, because you know the churches they have.
Are you thinking
the
the
big
bowl?
stage. Like that's usually a well type thing, not a well because it's not on the ground, but it's like a big.
Oh, like those
pool-ish.
tubs
Like a
where you
base.
baptize?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like in the church. So.
You can move pretty fast. I'm going to say in another turn you can get to the church.
Okay. Run.
What is everybody else doing in that intervening time? Well,
I'm gonna
I look very judgmentally at the spear because I'm not really sure.
That was the only thing that was in there. I'm gonna try and turn
Oh, it's the ultra.
into.
Well, it's beer.
It's beer.
That's about the most I can say about that.
I'm gonna
Is it
try.
This
change
game is
into
not
Hobbit
presented
form.
by Michelob Ultra, I'm just going to say.
No.
You're going to try and go back to Hamid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I should.
Okay.
I don't wanna.
So transformation is going to be stamina plus primal urge.
Uh-huh.
And you are in wolf form, and you are trying to go to the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing I would say is if you wanted to go towards Gladbro, you could. It's dark, and there's fire that's distracting. So let's see how many successes you
Let's
get.
see where I get.
Hamid is difficulty of 6s, and you are going across the scale here.
One, 2, 3, 4.
4? This is crisis. I mean, your family is basically in absolute danger right now, and you managed to push through faster probably than you've ever pushed through back to Hamid, and are super not wearing anything.
I put on the clothes that are closest to me.
Do you?
Yes.
Well, lucky for you, it's a lovely calico dress.
God damn it.
And a pretty floral bonnet.
Well, she doesn't have to put on the bonnet to fight a fucking
I'm super
fire.
not putting on a bonnet.
I mean, the bonnet is there. The bonnet is totally optional.
No.
But, yeah, I mean, she was working on patching up a calico dress, and that's the nearest to where you're
Bare
at.
minimum to cover nakedness. I put it on and run back out.
All right,
I'm not
there's
even wearing
calico
shoes.
dress. I mean, she hasn't finished putting the patch on it, so it's kind of, falling open right at,
That's
the
fine.
midriff, which is a little
Super
awkward.
don't care.
But that's the closest thing to you. And you go back out on the stairs, and I mean, Astrid is still out on the stairs watching all of this going down. I mean, the barn is about 2/3 of the way burned to the ground at this point.
Yeah.
And so do you go out to where she is?
Yeah, if she's closest to the house, I'd go up to her. Astrid, we got this. Go in the house. Eric and I will take care of it.
I don't know how you got it. What are you going to do?
We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
And she just slumps to the steps and watches this barn.
I don't have time to put her in the house. She's just gonna have to stay there.
All right. So you're running back. You're encouraging drunks to throw dirt. What are you up to over here, Gina, with the character who you can tell people your character's name if you like, so I can at least refer to her by your name.
Sure, I was just letting Stu know. It sounds like we are frozen a bunch and offering the stream.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll see if we can get
Curses.
I
Rage.
know, we might have to. I
have a
do I
rage of
get
4.
there yet? Because I know I was waiting to get there.
Yeah. So you basically, like, that time has passed. You are at the edge of this
Okay.
burning barn, but you're coming from the outside edge, and you can see a bunch of people throwing spittoons of dirt at this fire, and there's it's just like
Okay.
animals running off into the desert. I mean, it's fucking chaos.
Does,
if you showed
does
up
it
at.
look like an asylum or something? Because that's nuts.
I mean, it is a barn on
Okay.
fire, and you can
No,
see
but
they're desperately.
spittoons of dirt, like
It is unusual.
it is.
We
a
couldn't
little
find a bucket.
unusual. And some of them are probably a little drinky. I'm guessing.
How
There's
many
a lot of,
barns have
like-
you seen on
well-
fire?
I don't know, but I am totally aware that like a household probably doesn't have like a bajillion spittoons, and that seems weird. So when
Yeah,
I
this
get
probably
there,
still seems unusual.
so is the barn fire kind of dying
It's
down?
kind of like
or-
2/3 of the way down. It's
Okay.
obvious that it's starting to hit. It's still blazing though. It's still
And
got
it's-
enough fuel that it's
Okay.
a danger, and you can see that they're building sort of a barricade to try, like, the people with the spittoons that look like crazy people. It's obvious that they've formed a line of defense.
Okay.
And you can see sort of in the distance, you can see, like the homestead. It's not super far away, but it's obvious. And there's a woman that's like slumped down on the stairs. There's another woman who's just run out in
Okay.
a calico dress that looks like partially
I'm gonna
finished.
dismount like badassery style. Because,
Hells yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like riding in fast, swing my leg over.
Yep.
You see a woman, looks a little, probably a little dirty, maybe, in leathers, not fine leathers, a little dirty. I'm going to run over to whoever's, spitooning dirt. Y'all get blankets. Blankets, coats, leather.
I turn to the drunks. You're the lady?
Take your shirt off.
I'm not wearing
Hit
one.
are you seriously? What do you have on?
He's wearing
Jeans.
pants.
Naked?
Jeans.
Just pants.
I'll put on some pants. I'm barefoot. I'm shirtless. I ain't bad looking though. I got an appearance of 4, so like.
Yeah, his
Okay.
Enjoy
appearance
the
is
show.
really good. He looks really good. Like, yeah. If they had gyms in the Little West, he's been working out, but he hasn't.
I'm basically
A Marlboro man without. Like,
I'm Ginger
shirt.
Ryan
And like
Reynolds.
90% less lung cancer.
Oh, that don't suck.
It don't
Man,
suck.
That don't suck.
It
No,
don't suck.
It surely does not.
All right. Are
Can
you
we
going to
play-
try and inspire
yeah.
everybody to go in and grab blankets?
More like I'm gonna
Yeah.
bully them into doing it.
All right.
then-
Do you guys want to roll together for that?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm gonna go-
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
And we hear the Western version of shoot because you're the.
All right.
Western
You're
ginger
going to try and
version.
scare them into it?
Well, do I have to scare them again? I already had them intimidated with a
you
thing
don't
of
have
5.
to scare them again, but still, I mean, you grab people that have been drinking heavily, and now you're telling them to change tacks, and they've been like, you know how it is when you get repetitive, and you sort of just get into this motion of like, and they're just shoveling dirt with spittoons. Like, you're going to have to kind of break through this, like, I'm really drunk, but that guy yelled at me, and I don't want him to do it anymore. So if you both want to do...
Okay, I'm gonna blow a willpower for an instant success,
All right.
and then I'm just gonna make a straight charisma roll.
I think charisma's good. If you have leadership at all, which
Which
I
I'm
didn't
buying.
give you at all, so both do charisma.
Okay.
Because I have your sheet right here. So both do a charisma roll for me and let me know where you net out.
Ready.
4.
4? All right.
Yeah, we'll see. Can I use one of my guys?
Yeah, if you
my
want.
little-
Well, yeah, you just want to use one?
Yeah. So I'll
Alright.
just write down that I have.
You got it? All right.
And I'm using one. Cool. Guess I'm going to add one in here. Yep, there we go. 3.
3?
Yeah, cool.
So 7 in total.
So you guys start hollering
Ooh, I
at
want one of
these
those little
guys to run
gangly
inside and grab blankets.
Okay.
You're standing outside on the steps, and all of these people that have been shoveling dirt at the fire come running towards the door. Going, blankets, blankets, we gotta get blankets, we gotta get blankets.
I probably know what blankets are.
Are you gonna let them through the door?
No.
Want to sit down?
Are you gonna try and stop these people there? Because I imagine you two are probably also running with these guys to go get blankets.
Oh, yeah.
So let's say there's...
You recognize me.
I'll grab the
Yeah.
one off. I've got a pack.
Okay, so you have one.
I'll
So
use
you
my own.
got, even the guy who kind of just sat down to watch the fire is like, blankets, I know what blanket is. I go get blanket, yeah. And then I'll sit on the blanket and watch the fire burn. But like, you got 5 people running
Chris,
at
you're
you,
useless.
Yeah.
including your new friend Charlie, running towards the house looking for blankets.
Okay, if they're yelling about blankets and I can hear them, I'm still gonna like jump in front of Astrid, drop into like a fighting stance, and yell at them,
Whoa.
I'll get the blankets!
Okay, just get the blankets. Thank you, Sig.
Fine.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Already-
so you go in
already
and go
in the
get
house.
blankets. You have definitely reached the church and managed to grab up your bowl of holy water and are on your way back.
Still in Krenos.
Yep.
But you're still in Krenos form.
And this thing is huge. That is a huge thing of
And
water.
Wow.
you get back towards the edge of the barn
Mm-hmm.
and realize there's not really any of those guys around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a horse though.
There's a horse and there is another person you have not seen before taking the blanket off of their horse and smacking at the fire.
Would I be able to tell if there's a particularly, like, helpful spot of the fire to douse water on? I don't know.
Let's see.
It's a pretty huge, like, tub of water.
Yeah.
Because I put people in it.
It's like 3
I'm
kiddie
gonna
pools stacked on top of
say-
each other.
That's going to be intelligence
Okay.
and... Because you're looking for a good spot to throw it, right?
Yeah.
You don't have science, do you?
No.
What's your intelligence at?
2. Should have definitely had more in that.
I thought you were a smart one.
I'm supposed to
Do
be.
you have survival?
Yep. I'm one of those.
Give me intelligence and survival, because fire bad.
Fire bad.
Give me 6s.
Yeah!
3.
All right.
That's awesome.
You can kind of see, like, it's starting to go down, and you have been trying already to build a barrier for it. So you can kind of see about where throwing it would be helpful.
Mhm.
There's one person outside. There's 2 people outside that you already know are her kinfolk. And there's one person you've never seen before. And you saw the stampede of people heading towards the house. They are distracted, but they are not inside the house.
Okay. I'm gonna pour it from like the opposite side of where she is to try to. Like,
So, but you're
disguise
gonna have to like
myself.
circumvent the barn probably
Okay.
to do that.
Is there a chance of being seen when that?
Oh, there's a fuckload of people now because he brought all the drunks from the bar,
I brought 4 drunks.
and you don't know who. It's still enough for this town. That's pretty fucking good.
It's like a quarter of the
and
town.
a stranger that you've never seen before who seems distracted.
Can I use scent of the true form on the stranger?
Yes, ma'am, you may.
Yeah. How do I do that?
Okay.
I forgot already.
So, let me pull that up because I have everything written down. Send the true form. You can smell the subject really is. She can supernaturally pick up on the scent of her target's true nature. The group can automatically tell when someone is a werewolf and can detect vampires and fairies and all of that. So since you can automatically detect it and you were smart enough to ask, they're definitely a werewolf.
Sweet.
So you know that there are people lined up at the house.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, you were going to hear people screaming, blankets! blankets and stuff and go, fire's pretty.
God damn it, Chris!
But you can definitely, like, you look and, like, make a quick judgment and realize that she is a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to kind of come around the side.
Mm-hmm.
And you had stealth, right?
Yes.
Give me another stealth and wits roll.
Yay! 3.
So much rolling.
1.
1. You still know you can kind of get to the edge of the barn, and the shadows being cast from the fire are going to allow you to kind of throw this holy water across sort of this area. What? Okay. If you want, you have create element. And I feel like that would stack well with the fact you brought a bowl of holy water here.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested in spending another gnosis point and rolling for that, I'm going to say that you're going to be able to really direct it and make it more of a barrier than just chucking it. So you can combine that, like, okay, I'm going to work this into this power set and sort of like really build sort of a barrier.
So he can be a waterbender?
Yes.
I am so down for that.
Waterbending preacher werewolf.
But that's
so
up
down for
to
this.
you.
Would
If
that,
you
would
wanna
that
spend another-
douse the flames or just make a wall?
You're not entirely sure. Things are really calming down. The biggest thing is making sure the fire doesn't spread in towards the homestead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so spend a gnosis. And then on your total gnosis, go ahead and give me a roll. And it is going to be difficulty 6.
Don't have many dice for this.
Was your total gnosis?
Ooh.
No! I only had 3.
I think that was a botch.
Yeah, it was.
It was a botch.
It was
Yeah.
a botch.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
No
It's
problem.
very tasty.
Oh, fuck.
It was,
It was
a
a-
brilliant idea.
that was a true botch.
It was
wasn't
full of vodka.
No!
You start to go and you start to tap into this side of yourself that you don't like.
Oh no.
Because you do not like what you are.
Oh no.
And you go to throw the water, and you hardly ever are in metis form if you can help it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And them feet are very tricky to walk on.
Oh no.
Oh no!
And you trip and you throw some water on the fire, but totally face plant into the dirt in the process. And the bowl that you brought kind of goes as it like spins on the ground, just kind of wobbles out.
It was a brilliant idea.
You
It
just
really
watched
was.
a metis.
In
Like
Krynos
well, not even
form.
metis, like a Krynos form. You wouldn't know metis necessarily. You just saw a Krynos form werewolf come up with a bowl of holy water, trip it over into the fire, which did help you hear that of hitting the fire as they hit the dirt.
And also in front of all the drunk people.
Well, they're waiting for blankets.
Okay.
Did
But
I
They're
see this?
distracted.
So give roll perception and alertness.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. Did you see it?
Steven wants to say yes. The dice want to say, oh hell yes.
You totally looked around at the right time, trying to. You turn around to assess where the fire was at while you're waiting for the blankets, and you saw her totally trip with this bowl of holy water, and just
How
face
embarrassing.
plant.
That's embarrassing.
It's what's your name again?
Jeremiah.
I see Jeremiah just eat shit as a werewolf, and then I notice you're
I'm gonna
staring,
look at you and just be like, what incarnation is this place?
and
Is
I'm
this
gonna look
all
at
for
you,
fools?
and you're not screaming or panicking. So,
Yeah.
good sign. Check.
Good sign, but not necessarily 100%
Yeah.
what the picture is.
Gee,
Do we need to help him?
I
help.
would not be talking to each other. You have 4 people shoved around a house looking for blankets right now, and a werewolf that's very
And you're
obviously a
getting
werewolf
them.
I'm
just
getting the
face
blankets.
planted outside the fucking barn.
I'm gonna go up to him and drag him away. Because
And I'm going
Give me
to.
strength and athletics.
I think
Okay,
he's
he's
probably
moved.
okay because there's a big old spilled bucket of water or something. base and some sort of
Yeah,
thing.
give me
Strength
strength and athletics.
Oh, okay. I'm super good at that. Not really. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw Jeremiah in
Yeah.
a form that you never see Jeremiah in.
I did get. Is it a 6 still?
Yes.
Then I got 2.
All right. You managed to go, oh shit.
Yeah.
I know what this means. And go over and kind of like scoop up.
Okay.
Even in human form, managed to at least drag around sort of the edge to the shadows where
Perfect.
the shadows are sort of flickering from the flames.
Okay. And then, I see you. We see each other.
We definitely do. We definitely do that thing where you point your fingers, just like yeah. We'll talk about that in a second.
Totally.
But I mean, it did hit the fire, so a little bit. I mean, this barn is almost down. It's again just it's November. The wind is picking up, and there's still a worry more that the flames are going to pull into the homestead because the homestead's on the outside of town, but in the middle of the desert with nothing going on, the chance of sparks moving towards town,
Yeah.
no bueno.
I have a quick question.
I have a quick answer.
Mind speak. What does that do again for me? It's one of my gifts.
It's one of your gifts. Well, I'm going to look that up because again, I made a really handy chart because otherwise things are garbage. All right, the Galliard can call a waking dream into existence, sharing it with selected characters and thereby allowing them to silently communicate. The group spends 1 willpower point per sentient being chosen. If the target is unwilling, the player rolls manipulation plus expression. Difficulty is the victim's willpower. All those included in the dream may interact normally through mind speak, though they can inflict no damage through it. Their real bodies can still act, though all dice pools are reduced by 2. The mind speak ends when all participants want it to, or on the turn the Galliard fails to roll against the unwilling member. Beings affected must be within line of sight.
Okay.
So you can communicate telepathically, but you're both going to zonk out a little bit to do so.
Not worth it then. Okay, just wasn't positive.
I mean, at this point, you do not know exactly what she is. You just know that she saw a Krynos werewolf and dragged it out of the way.
Well, they also didn't become a gibbering mess.
That's what I mean.
So, good sign.
That was implied with the whole thing. There was no delirium happening.
Yeah, no, good sign. Good signs.
But this still doesn't mean that you know the whole story.
Oh, no.
So,
I've got blankets.
all right.
I burst out of the cabin and
Blankets.
throw blankets at people.
All right, so you have blankets. You've just pulled Jeremiah
Yeah.
into the shadows. She comes bursting out with blankets and starts handing it to all of the drunk people who very fervently go back and start banging it against the fire. You are still not terribly far away, and the fire is starting to go out from the blankets.
I think Jeremiah is going to succumb to a pool of self-hate and crawl behind the house.
So you're going to try and crawl back around the house?
Yeah. To hide from everyone.
Unfortunately, self-hate is not a rule on here.
not.
But
do you
it
wanna
could
give me-
be.
Do you want to give me Dex and Stealth?
Sure.
So you're still huge. You are a big shape moving, and while I'm going to say your difficulty is, they're really distracted, I'm going to say it's 4.
Okay.
And you're crawling.
1 success.
No, difficulty
no.
4, too.
Oh, right, that. 2 successes.
You, in shame, tail tucked, managed to crawl back around the side of the house and out of sight for now.
Oh, good.
So you just dragged a Krynos werewolf out of the way, who just kind of
Wah.
slowly pulled themselves out of the way around the side of the house in shame.
This place is crazy.
Yep. So is the fire taken care of?
The fire is down. I mean, kind of there's still a little bit of that burning ember, but it's obvious it's been smacked down enough, and they kind of moved in towards more of the barn, really started smacking and just. I mean, they're exhausted from all of this. Once the fire seems under control, they're all just kind of look around and go, "This is why we drink." And they're going to head back to the bar.
And I'm going to...
Which incidentally, which I don't think I told anybody, is named Merryweather's.
Merryweather's.
But everybody
fun
calls
by.
it the Old Fang because everyone who's there seems to be long in the tooth.
There you go.
Who did you say earlier was the owner?
Annette Merriweather?
Annette Merryweather.
All right, so I'm gonna saunter over to the. Well, I don't know what you are yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true that.
Well, thanks for your help.
That was might close.
Do you help with the blankets as well, Sigrid?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you back out there because you handed.
So you're
stuff
probably
out.
nearby. I mean, the drunk people are pretty much given up. I mean, they've been. It's 2 a.m. and they were at a fucking saloon, so they're pretty over this shit.
I mean, the fire's out, so I don't
Okay.
care that they're leaving.
Yeah.
I don't know
Just,
them.
you know, so I'm just saying the human folk have left. I'm being kind to you. I could have said one of them stuck around, like the guy who enjoyed watching the fire. He sat on the blanket, by the way, and just watched it like it was Fantasmic at Disneyland.
For
that
sure.
guy's on my shit list.
It's a good show.
Yeah, that was, what did you call him, Chris?
Chris.
Chris.
We don't like Chris.
No.
Chris likes
This
fire.
is now the most hated NPC.
I hate Chris.
Yeah, so Chris totally just sat and watched fire, and once the show was over, decided to go back to the bar.
He's useless.
Fucking
I'll eat him
Chris.
At some point.
Was this here some sort of shindig or?
No. I have no idea what happened. I extend a hand. Charles Brecht.
Pleased to meet you, Patsy Amaranthus.
Well, nice to meet you, Patsy.
You as well. Do you live here?
No. Some people in my care do.
Where'd all those spittoon guys?
I thought maybe I got the really dumb idea that someone in this town might be able to help.
I see.
Want something done right? Do it yourself.
That's a philosophy I live by. That
Jeremiah's
right
still
there.
around. beside
Jeremiah?
the bar.
I'm laying there.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, I
I'm not
imagine
gonna
you were
respond.
probably pressed up against the side of the bar, and while
that
everybody was
there
leaving.
was a, what'd you say,
Krenos.
Krenos?
Mm.
That,
That's my pack mate. Give us a second, will you?
And you're used to seeing
surely will.
Krenos, because, I mean, you've
Okay.
got on your sheet here the sort of transformation steps. Krenos is
Yes.
smack dab in the middle.
I don't necessarily, though,
axe.
out in common, you know.
You would have seen
They
it,
do have
though,
an
because,
axe.
I mean, it's something that you
my
have to
axe.
kind of go through to get
No,
to
but like in
level
front of
4.
a bunch of.
No, I mean, Krenos is something
Yeah.
where you would know makes people cuckoo
Okay.
bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuckoo bananas.
So I go around the back of the house and I
Wait.
kind of
I want to hear him coming and try to turn back into a human real quick.
Do it.
go for
How do I
it.
do that?
Okay, so it is stamina plus primal urge. If you spend a rage, you can auto change to any stage. But if you want to roll for it, it's stamina plus primal urge. 1 success equals 1 step. You're in Krenos. I'm going to say you have to have 2 6s to be able to get back to Hamid at this point.
Right, because I only have 2 die. Nope.
You are, unless you want to spend a rage point, you are still like, you're like, fuck, like trying to get back to Hamid and are still stuck in
How do
Krenos.
you recoup these points?
I will tell you that in a later game because right now it is unimportant.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
It's
I
very
promise I will
important,
let you guys have it back. It is not willpower in Vampire with Stu.
where it's gone forever.
It is not gone forever because I'm all for werewolf transformations. So we will discuss that. That is not this game.
Worth it to have not somebody see him in that form.
All right.
I
Very
think
important.
I think for Jeremiah that would be a thing. You spend a rage point and you just grit it down and just push back to Hamid form. Your clothes were fucking shredded, like Hulk shredded to go to Krenos form. So you still have clothes, but they are shreds.
I knock on the side of the house as I come around. Hey. You okay?
He's just gonna stay silent. He's gonna stand up and just look at him.
I'm walking away from them towards this so they can.
Listen, it was a good idea, better than anything I had.
The idea is not the problem. It was a great idea.
It
But
was
that wasn't.
damn good.
That wasn't the problem. Let's just not talk about it.
You sure?
Yes.
All right. You, listen, I'm wearing underpants today for the first time in a while. You want to borrow my pants?
I was gonna ask you for your pants.
I drop trowel and hold them out. What are friends for?
Gonna pull on his pants.
Are you guys going to come back around the side of the house?
I am. So now it's Ginger Ryan Reynolds in
Boxers. And,
in boxers.
and an albino wearing pants.
Do you look
And a
like an
shredded
albino
robe.
Benedict Cumberbatch? That for
Yes.
some reason that's totally
Yes.
what's in my brain.
Ryan Reynolds, Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes! Yes!
This is an awesome game.
Every game I...
Why can't I make this note, Internet?
So we got Ginger Ryan Reynolds and
I do put an arm around your shoulders, though, just kind of like
we're peeking.
brotherly, it's okay, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of walking away just to give you guys your privacy because I wasn't sure what.
Then I come back, I'm
Yeah,
mostly
walking
naked,
towards-
he's mostly naked. The
Are
fanfiction
you,
writes
you're
itself.
not a wolf anymore, though, right?
No, I'm
Okay. You're in the calico dress with
I'd
the
read it.
midriff sort of.
Yeah, and I
I
look
ship it, I
very
ship it.
uncomfortable
Nice,
in
nice.
it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not used to wearing it.
I see you too, because I do not have a
I'm
dress
not
on.
wearing any shoes. There's
Yeah.
like leaves in my hair.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and the dress is half finished. Like, you can tell there's, like, patches that haven't been quite
So-
sewn in all the way.
Oh, excellent. As I walk up to you, I'm like, I see you, princess. I get it.
I am not a princess.
I know that.
but Siggy, you're a princess in my eyes.
Yeah.
Down.
There is something wrong
I got
with your
an,
eyes.
I got an extra set of duds. On,
All right,
on,
all
on
right.
Daisy
Didn't work.
here.
Thank you. I have clothes in the house. This
Okay.
is just what was handy.
So, you gonna tell us what you do in here, Patsy? Because we kind of got claim here.
I'm just a claim. I'm not. Oh, you mean this is your territory? I see. I didn't even apologize for not, all the rules and honoring the boundaries and such. But I heard a scream as I approached the Southfire. I just felt like I had to help. I'm just passing through.
Do I smell any worm taint or anything?
Do you have something for that?
I don't have a gift for it or anything.
Scent of the true form wouldn't reveal. Would that reveal anything like that?
Do I have worm taint?
You're so tainted.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just teasing because I gotta look at muscles.
No, it's really more what the true form is.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I suppose if you wanted to roll perception and maybe occult.
Okay, I can do that.
All right.
Difficulty?
4.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. I got 4 successes.
No. It doesn't seem like there is anything attached to her. I mean,
My eyes narrow for a sec. I kind of look you up and down, and then I give you just a nice big old smile. Well,
Like what you see, princess?
like what you see?
I'd be obliged to find you next to me on any given morning.
Well, shoot, you're gonna make a man blush.
Did I? Did I?
roll for blush.
Jesus.
Please tell me that was actually said.
Yes. It was actually.
Wait, what did you-
said,
what
"Leave
did
room
your-
for Jesus?
What do I have to roll for blush?
Give me. Just fucking roll charisma. I don't even. Roll appearance. Give me appearance.
All right.
Just straight up appearance for blush. How's that?
hilarious.
I got a 9 and an 8.
You are red as the day is long, and that's not just the dying embers of the barn fire.
Oh, don't be jealous, honey.
And since Jeremiah's
Don't-
an
don't
albino,
roll for drink.
blush. Now I'll roll for blush.
You just turn a whiter shade of pale.
Yay!
That's hilarious.
Well, thank
Now
you.
I want to know how that works, though, in real life. But anyway.
I know. Now I really
Yeah.
do too. Actually.
Use your magic.
I know.
Well, my roommate's albino. much like anyone else.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Because it's a
You might call 'em.
It's a flush
Close to.
response.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't really have much on the guy, so let's be honest. I'm okay.
Fair enough.
I make white paint jealous.
Fair
Anyway,
enough.
let's continue.
Well, thank you, ma'am, for stopping in for this.
I surely would not have done anything else but.
Yes, thank you.
Well, so you kinfolk or you one of us? He does this stupid little hand motion like somehow this means anything to anyone.
Rawr. That's cute.
I am cute.
It's true. Don't cover that though, princess.
I roll my eyes and say, she's a werewolf.
Excellent.
What tribe, if you don't mind me asking?
My tribe?
Yeah.
The Siobhan.
Oh.
Siobhan. Probably 5. You know,
Oh,
I've been traveling.
native.
Yes.
Oh.
You got a brain as well as that. You know, that
Ah,
stuff you
well,
got going on right there.
Fiona,
Not doing a
Bonar,
lot to the imagination there. What'd you say your name was?
We're just
Charlie.
It just went right over my head.
Charlie.
Because, you know, you don't got a shirt on.
Or pants.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, no, that's not what I meant, but gosh, what was I saying? I can't remember no more.
Is Eric still trying to wrangle animals?
Oh yeah, the animals are running fucking crazy. There's like a couple of cows running around and some sheep. The chickens are all kinds of crazy. One's on the fucking roof of the house.
While they're talking, I just leave to wrangle the animals.
You were saying how
You don't have animal kids,
Oh, right,
right?
tribe.
No, but I got
battling
arms.
impotency issues.
Catch.
If you would like to catch animals, you are going to have
Jay,
to
are
roll
you
dex
jealous?
and athletics for me.
Okay.
Now,
I
come
will
on,
say
Jay. You
for
know you're the
every
only girl
success
for me.
You have at 6,
Uh-huh.
you catch an animal.
Okay.
But there are at least 10 on the loose. They didn't have a lot of animals to begin with because they were hoping they would, like, you know,
It
make
might
more
take-
animals. But
It might take me a couple rolls. Better than talking to people about pants
Sure.
and stuff.
Anyway,
Being around flirting.
as I was saying, Fiona,
2 and
Bonar,
all right,
and the one
Two out of
running
10.
around trying to
Correct.
get the cows is Get of
You
Fenris.
don't say. I don't know if I've ever met one of them. Fenris, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'm just passing through. Kind of a first-rate cow punch.
Ah.
Their work around here.
passing by, I just go, "Why do you punch the cows?"
That's not the thing, sweetie.
Lupus.
Oh.
4 more animals.
you have now caught 6 out of 10 animals. This is like some really weird quest from World of Warcraft right now. Like,
This is
please go and catch 10 animals and come back to me with an exclamation mark over your head.
There's like a weird. I'm just imagining we're having this conversation, and in the background you're playing this weird mini game.
That
catching
is essentially
animals.
what is happening
I'm
now.
imagining it.
And then
all in
awkwardly
chibi form.
interjecting
It is
into
totally
the
chibi form.
conversation.
Well, you guys are the cutscene, and she is basically Ash Ketchum in Pokemon without catching animals.
That's exactly what's happening.
Well, where were you hidden when you stopped?
Just passing through, looking for work. I'm from up more north, working my way down south.
What
Well.
sort of skills?
You know, jack of all trades. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just like any cow punch.
Well,
You got a horse you want to shoe, animals to catch, sheep.
8 of 10 of them are caught already.
Yeah, I'm like
I'm
just
almost
like
done.
watching her like a robot chicken.
What are
or
you going to do
something.
to keep them in? Because you Hulk smashed the door.
I did.
oh dear.
Well, there's like rubble and stuff, right?
Maybe. There's some burned out bits
I
of
mean,
crap.
I really don't care what Eric wants at this point. I'm just putting them in the house.
You put 8 animals in the house.
Yeah.
How do
There
they
are
fit?
2 cows and 4 chickens
And a donkey.
and a donkey.
Okay.
And 1 sheep in the house. The last things to catch is the other sheep and one more chicken.
What's Astrid up to? Is she still lamenting on the stairs?
Probably. Like, she's probably going, don't put those in the... never mind.
Oh, Sigrun, honey.
I'm going to approach Astrid and gently put a hand on her shoulder. Hey again.
I caught an extra animal. We've got one more than we started
so
with.
there is one more
A wild
sheep.
turkey.
There's one more sheep running around.
Where'd you find
Yeah, Charlie now is not the
No. Look, listen. Look, I get it. I'm the town idiot with no day job, but everyone seems to forget I'm the rich idiot with no day job.
Is your money gonna build a new fence around the animals right now that Sigrun's put
I'm
in
willing
the
to help
house?
pay for it at least.
What are we gonna do about the man in the house right now?
I have no idea what to tell you about that one. I don't know why you let her in the house.
I don't. It's a rough life. Razor Ridge is not what we expected. We really don't need the charity.
It's not charity. I told you, you're under our care. Your family.
I don't know what happened with the barn. I really don't. I heard the crackling and
Crackling?
of the fire just started and it was.
Can I go look at the area of the burned barn?
Absolutely.
Look around, see if there's anything suspicious.
What would you like to do?
Just kind of like walk around the whole site of the fire.
Do you have investigation?
No.
You don't have science.
No.
Why don't you give me a straight perception check then?
2 successes.
2 successes?
Nice.
The barn is pretty much dead, but it seems a mite more burned on one outer corner.
Okay. So looking closely at that outer corner, is there anything suspicious lying around? Like some sort of match or any incendiary device?
You don't see anything that seems incendiary, but it does seem a little more blackened out in that area.
Okay.
And it seems like while there's still a little bit of that ember glow in the other areas of the barn, it seems like there's a lot less here. Looks a lot more like charcoal.
Okay. What is that corner facing? Just open desert?
Open desert.
Okay.
After I tell Astrid,
I mean,
that the Brexit.
We'll find a way to pay you back. We don't want to be indebted to anybody. That's
You're
not
indebted.
the kind of people that we are.
You're not indebted. You're family.
Look, we met you a few hours ago tonight, and we appreciate the sentiment, and we've known about Sigrun and that she was special, but this has been an awful lot to take in one night.
And I understand.
We have a house full of animals, and we appreciate the
I just
help.
watched the random sheep she brought in just kind of waddles by.
I honestly don't know what we're going to do tonight. We will find a way to pay you back, because that is the kind of folk we are.
And I respect that. I do. But you're not indebted.
Because we don't expect charity, and we appreciate that Sigrun has friends, which doesn't always happen a lot. But right now, we just honestly, it's really early. We need to get some sleep, which is going to be much harder with all of the ban and braying in the house now. Sigrun, honey, thank you very much.
Just go find yourself a nice sheep to cuddle up to.
Have you smelled a sheep?
I've never
Are they very
actually
far
seen a
away,
barn
or-
animal before today.
No, never mind. I'm not surprised. But thank you, and I mean,
Ma'am, I don't mean to interrupt.
Are you? Is
One of us.
Just pass.
of course, of course. Sigrun, we're so glad you found us out in Razor Ridge, honey. But
No, my aunt had the same reaction.
I might be able to help with those animals. So
getting them out of the house and also having them out running out into the desert.
We would
forever?
prefer
Not
them
to the
unpunched,
desert.
though. Do not punch the cows.
it's not a literal thing, sweetie. It's
Or the
It's
sheep.
a job.
Cal's just
I
sticking
will
its head out the
not
window.
punch your animals.
Thank you.
I promise.
This-
If you see me punch an animal, you are free to punch me back. I just say.
I mean, I would have, but thank
I know.
you for saying it.
I feel like all of the chickens need to be like the Arrested Development chicken dances, like Any of you actually ever seen a chicken?
Yes. Some
Okay.
parts of Los Angeles.
But there is
have
a
chickens in yards.
distressed couple of people and a house full of
Animals.
farm animals
Yeah.
now. And what had been a pen for them, which was pretty safely preserved,
Yeah.
but was obviously smashed right in the doorway instead of
Which
Opened.
is really strange. Yeah.
Listen,
You're not used to thumbs yet.
But not really strange.
I'm not that good with thumbs
Yeah.
yet.
But, I'm sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. I mean, we're
This
exhausted.
surely is. This seems like a rather helpful community. Perhaps they'd be, willing to do a kind of a barn. I don't even know.
And
what
she
that's
looks
called.
right at you because she saw who came to help, and they were with you.
With enough money, we can make people a little more, helpful in this town.
I usually find a little music, give a little spirits, a little food. People help you put up a barn. It'll cost you nothing
You're from-
except those things.
Are you from Utah? That sounds like someone from Utah.
Why, no, I'm not, sir.
Fair enough. Now,
But for tonight, we have a house full of animals, which I'm glad we still have the animals, Sigrun, honey.
I found an extra one.
There's an extra
What
animal.
did you find?
Why don't we could keep them.
It's like a
I
fox.
rolled one more success than we needed.
We could
You
keep,
also brought a jackrabbit inside of
we could keep them at the yard at the church.
It's
Yeah,
an
fenced
awful
in
lot
yard.
to corral down to the church. It's a bit of a ways from our
Well,
house. I
it
mean,
is.
not that we don't mind the offer, preacher, and we appreciate you even though your religion is interesting.
You're not wrong. Oh, there's 4 of us. I'm sure we could corral them if we wanted to.
I think so.
Jeremiah, have you ever actually seen me with an animal before?
I've seen you kill them.
There's I was
There
gonna
you go.
learn. I think it's gonna slap you on the ass.
Whoa!
Totally.
Inappropriate. This is the place of God.
We are not.
That,
What?
my
Our-
dear sir, depends on your point of view. And she's gonna just go off and try
But
to
which
help
God,
with
though?
get the animals out of the house and maybe
one-
see if we can corral
Gaia.
or
Do
You
want
only
to
have
try and
one?
rebuild the door? She basically smashed through the
heck yeah.
door that was
Yes.
for opening it. It's kind of hanging off of its hinge because
Yeah.
she slammed down on it and broke the hinge.
Yeah.
That might be something that you're adept at.
I would like to trade. Well, because I can do anything, sure. Because I am skilled in
Let me
lots of things.
see here.
Just saying.
Hold on a second.
Hint.
I didn't.
I know that kind of went in a direction I didn't intend, but I will go with it.
Hold on a second because you have some interesting stuff.
Okay. I know. I'm looking at.
You have control symbol. Let me see what comes up here. Okay. That is not what I wanted. Where is it? Okay.
I don't think it's anything to do with that.
I would say if you wanted it to be that it could be
Okay.
because it is still something. It's on its hinges basically.
Okay.
And, you know, let me look at this real quick. Actually, no, this is perfect.
Oh, cool.
So, you can spend a willpower point and roll manipulation plus crafts difficulty 7.
Okay. I will do that.
I don't think you have crafts, but you definitely have manipulation out the butt. So.
Okay. And you were right.
So
this
manipulation's got 5.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll 5 dice.
Okay.
Difficulties
And then
7.
mark off. Where's my will? You said will.
Yeah, mark off
willpower.
just X out one of the willpower
You
points.
got it. Cool. I'm gonna use my other help player. So I'll do that. Ooh, this one is not as happy. I think I only have one. Yeah, just one.
1?
I got a lot of 5s.
Hey, 1's all you need. I mean,
Oh, okay,
she was a
cool.
wolf, and she kind of just barreled down on this thing, and you kind of go over and look at the door and sort of assess it, and just kind of go, like, almost like popping a joint back into place. And you guys watch her just sort of, like, repair this gate to pretty much, like, perfect condition. As perfect as the homestead was going to be.
What? It was impressive.
No,
It is.
We were exchanging the same look.
You didn't say that out loud, though. That would be funny. It's what the look said.
Well, there we go.
So I pick up
Yeah.
animals and just start heaving them into the...
You are officially playing this weird farming sim over
You
there.
are. You're a construct. You're like Warforged or something.
I mean, I love it. Like Werewolf Stardew Valley over there. I'm really into it, but it's just like
Everybody else is the cutscene except for Sam.
just chugging sheep.
Yeah.
I imagine that's probably
Ma.
what is happening. Are you just going to the house and heaving up animals?
Yeah, pretty much picks up animal, puts animal in pen.
Give me strength plus athletics. Let's see
While
how long this takes for you to put all the animals back.
that's
inside.
going on, I'm going to go to the barn and I want to investigate it.
Okay, please do that.
Okay, I want to.
I'm not good
I'm
at
gonna follow you over
investigating
there
stuff.
just because I'm like, I'm interested.
All right, now I'd like to use occult or enigmas to see if there's like some weird paranormal bullshit here.
All right. After she's rolling to see how many animals she can pick the fuck.
What do I need? Okay,
6s.
just one to start.
You just got.
But
you
it's
threw like one fucking chicken out of the house.
Hey, it was a 9. It's got to be something heavy, like a cow.
You toss a cow.
I do not think you want to throw the cow because the cow will have a broken leg.
I don't want
Mo.
to throw it, no. But I'll like.
So you just see her
Pick it up and
You
just
see her heft a fucking cow out of the house. She doesn't even open the gate. She just puts it over the fence into the pen.
You're a fucking anime character.
What even is happening? This is only a session 2.
One success.
One more.
It was the donkey. So until you have 8 more successes, and then you've got all the animals. But I'm just going to say that you will get 8 more successes eventually.
Okay.
What's happening over at the bar?
Okay, so I'm really smart when it comes. I'm not.
I mean, it's been a long week and I've been drinking, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Like,
man.
okay, just for the people listening in, Mac is kind of doubled over laughing. It's a mess over here. It's great.
But for those watching, hi, what's up?
So,
Fuck, I've made a huge mistake. Welcome to Happy Jacks.
that should be the slogan. Welcome to Happy Jacks. We made a huge mistake.
Welcome to Happy Jacks.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, so Charlie's really kind of book dumb, obviously, but he's
Super obs.
really smart when it comes to paranormal bullshit.
All right,
And so I'd like to roll enigmas and intelligence to see if I can like.
roll it.
Okay, does my specialty in fairies qualify?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I mean, sure, yes, fairies qualifies. Difficulty 6.
All right, my 10's count as 2s because I have a specialty in that. We are looking at 2, 3, 4, 6.
You have sensed the supernatural. You have tapped into the vein of the beyond. You are a creature of dark and mighty things, and this is the most mundane shit you have ever seen in your life.
Well,
I thought that was going somewhere.
me too.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Welcome to Mac as the GM on very little sleep.
You
Also,
see,
just Mac as a GM. Poke
Charlie
us.
rubs the back of his neck. My best guess, cow knocked over a lantern.
I don't see a lantern though.
Well, I don't have any investigation, so it's not paranormal bullshit. I'm
I
used
would
to
like to take a look at what he thinks he's seen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Into an investigation? Did you say? Or
Yeah, let's do intelligence and
Shut up.
investigation.
I'm tired and wearing a stupid hat. Leave me alone.
I like your hat.
I don't think it's stupid.
Well, thank you.
2.
Yeah.
You saw a little bit of what Jeremiah saw. It
Okay.
looks like there was definitely a starting point for this fire.
Okay.
There is an area a barn is, if it was a Sims game, which I guess it is now, is a fucking square.
You're welcome.
Jolly Buru.
It's a fucking square. You are standing at this outer edge, and it is crispy. I mean, it's got a little bit of smoke, but it is basically charcoal, and you can see at the far edge of where the barn used to be, there's still just this vague glow of embers.
If I pick up part of the part that's not embery, so it's, can I smell anything like accelerant or?
So you don't have science. Well, give me another investigation and.
Wits, or what's the difference with wits and intelligence?
I mean, wits is a little bit more streetwise to
Got
me,
it.
and intelligence is a little more bookwise.
that makes
I would
sense.
say though. Actually, I'm gonna have you do something different.
Okay.
Give me perception and give me primal urge. You're tapping more into the wolf side
Cool beans.
because you're trying to smell it more
Okay.
than use
True.
like the thinking part. If you're
Yep.
really trying to smell,
Yep.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna use you. Okay.
This is the upside and downside to having a GM that has played werewolves in pretty much every game ever.
Ooh.
Well, there were 10, so we got excited, but it's 3. still.
3?
That's pretty good. Yeah. 2 twos.
Something smells vaguely chemical.
Okay.
And one of these pieces of wood looks wrong.
Really?
Because everything else, I mean, when you look at a barn and you think about
Yeah.
a barn, you've got slats of wood that compose a barn.
Yep.
None of them should be vaguely cylindrical in shape.
And the 3 of us are standing there, right?
What the hell?
You got yourself a chemist in town. There's something doesn't smell right about.
I gave
This
it a
wood.
whiff.
Okay.
And
You
then
wanna give
obviously
me-
showing the cylindrical piece of wood. to
Yeah,
them.
I'd like to give a roll. Problem or urge perception.
Let me get your sheet real quick. That's even better. I have it digitally, but this is better. This is not easy. Yeah, go ahead and give me primal urge and perception. Why not? You don't have any of the things I want you to roll. You guys are missing Chen.
That's a fail.
It's a fail?
Yeah.
No.
Why did she hand you a
don't
fucking
fail.
piece of wood?
Well, I sniffed it and I'm just like,
Oh.
oh.
I
Sorry.
mean, this barn was super on fire, and you just had kind of a tendril of the smoke kind of just like right up in your nose, and you're just like.
Woo!
Take it easy there.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Am I done heaving animals about?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'd say yes.
Please say yes.
Yes.
Okay. You have successfully heaved all of the animals back into the pen.
I'll
Meow.
go see what they're looking at. What
Hand you the
What
the
is
cylindrical
this?
piece of wood and comment.
it's cylindrical?
again on
Does it have any markings or anything on it?
What are you're looking for markings? Do you have any investigation?
No.
No. All right.
Do you? Why is our brainy character not here tonight?
I have investigation, but I
Oh.
already rolled it.
Yes, ma'am, you did. I'm going to say, because your character is very familiar with what is wolfy and what is people's,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and give me primal urge and perception. I'm being
Okay.
very kind tonight. You may not think so, but I am.
1, 2, 3. And perception
Mhm.
is over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 4 successes.
You have seen in your past a mob with torches and pitchforks. And while this is not like the pitchfork part of this equation, it certainly looks like a fucking torch.
Mm. This looks like a torch.
You.
Sorry, what?
That just. She's gonna smack you on the shoulder like you just might be right.
Just
Nope. Good. Friend.
It's like,
Friend.
I'm
Friend.
not Bruce Banner anymore.
Wait. So, a torch. That means
torch.
someone set the fire.
yes.
On your kin. Y'all know anybody that would do that sort of thing? Seemed like a friendly place with lots of drunk people.
Not a lot of people have any problems with,
It's creeping towards the very early morning.
sun up.
Getting there. It took a long time to heave animals into a pen. And you guys have not slept, like, at all.
Nope.
Maybe we should sleep on this. Reconvene.
Perhaps.
You've had no sleep since you rolled into town.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm tired and I've been heaving animals all night.
Yeah. Chasing chickens. I don't know why I can't just totally picture that.
Yeah, so can I. I got nothing. I'm not that bright, and we don't have we don't have chin.
Maybe we can consult with him, bring it to him.
That sounds like a plan.
Tell him what happened.
I'll hand it to you. Will you take this to him?
But first, sleep.
Sleep sounds good. You hold this. I'm in my underpants. I gotta know where to put it.
You think your kin would mind if I pull up some space in the barn?
Not at all. Not after you helped
In the burned out barn.
save the property.
Yeah.
There's like
Excellent.
hoof prints and you know
Cool.
chicken scratches and shit all over the fucking house now. Like all sooty and shit too.
And I'm just super confused why they're upset about that. Like, what? It looks fine.
Well, I will bid you all good night then.
Thank you for your help.
It was. He goes to take off his hat and realizes, oh wait, I'm not wearing one. And he just kind of gives a bow instead. Lovely meeting you.
You too, Charlie.
He gives a wink, and he's following after Jebediah?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Jebediah's good.
Depends on what day of the week it is.
You
Just
and your
walked in.
friends you're pretty tight.
I met them yesterday.
You don't say. And she's like, yes, you did, because you were the one running around chasing chickens while they were trying to throw water on stuff. Excellent.
Then I walk in the house and take off the dress.
And is just completely nude and does not give a shit.
Turns a couple times, lays down on the bed.
Just like,
In a human form, I imagine.
yeah. Excellent.
All right, so you go back to your homestead and see your brother.
Walk him home, then I head back to the homestead.
And you go back into the church, which you have a room
Yes.
off to the side in. And Sigrun goes to curl up awkwardly and fall asleep.
Like in front of the fire or where? Just like on the floor?
Like a bed or something, I assume.
It's a dog bed.
Sure. It's whatever you want it to be.
I feel like Astrid would have made me like a human bed in hopes that it would help me fit in or something. Learn some
You
manners.
curl up and go to sleep. The stranger, Patsy, manages to find a place to bunk down for the night. And I imagine probably gets in a couple more hours of sleep. Gets back outside, hops on her horse, rides into the sunrise. But it's a very fitful night for Jeremiah.
Oh.
And something just seems to plague your dreams. And just, you get just a bit of a flash of something. As the sun comes up over the horizon on Razor Ridge. And that's where we're going to end session 2.
All
because
right.
we spent all night putting out a barn fire.
Very cool.
All right, awesome. That was
Yeah.
fun.
So this has been episode 2 of Razor Ridge. I apologize for all the tiredness and fear and the fact that we're ending a few minutes early. I have to get up early in the morning and go help put on a fucking convention. So, yeah, things are insane.
Kind of a big
You
deal.
can do it.
Yeah. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to
so much
Gina for
fun.
being
Yes,
here.
thank
Helping
you.
us put out a barn fire
Yay.
as our mysterious stranger who blew into
And
town.
Flirting with the naked guy.
We
Gonna be
have
heartbroken when you're gone.
amazing
know.
programming all throughout the week here on
Yay.
Happy Jack, so please check out the schedule. If I were less tired and less of an asshole, I would tell you what all of those things are from memory, but I'm not, so I'm not going to tell you. But you'll be able to do it. I'm sure someone will link up the
Calendar's
schedule in
going
there.
And there's a
Yay!
Yeah. Remember, as always, we will be back in 2 weeks, and then you'll be able to help out the players more, and more things will be happening. We should hopefully have Nick back. We'll continue to hopefully have help the players, because I really enjoy handing out bullet casings. It's super fun, and it also saves me a lot of dice. Does anybody have any closing thoughts before we round out this evening of Razor Ridge?
Is it cool if I do a plug?
By all means, only if it's an appropriate plug, and if it's inappropriate, do it even more.
Ooh, fun. Saving Throw, starting this Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, is going to be doing a 24-hour charity stream for Extra Life. I will be on there from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. because I'm an idiot who cannot plan his time.
I've done that before.
I know you were
Not
there.
this time because I'm going to be up at all hours. Doing
I know you are. So that will be on Saving Throw. That's twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show. And you should come tune in, help kids. It's a good cause.
Are you running or playing?
I'm playing. I will be playing with Michael Holmes and some people from Phoenix Dawn Command. So
Very nice.
What are you playing? What game?
we are playing the DC Universe Adventures, which is based on Mutants Masterminds 3rd edition. So it should be fun. I'm playing Frankenstein.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Woo! Be
Wait,
my Frankenstein.
Frankenstein or Frankenstein's creature?
Well, my father was Dr. Frankenstein.
Okay.
I just go by Mr. Frankenstein.
Anybody else? Questions, comments, concerns?
That was fun. I like heaving animals and stuff.
Well,
And I have a ship for this game.
that's all things that are
Yeah.
happening, and I worry about all of my life decisions right now. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I promise to be less horrible for the next game, but I appreciate you tuning in regardless.
No, be more horrible next game.
More horrible next game?
More
Oh,
horrible.
I could have been way more horrible.
You were too tired to be truly horrible.
Yeah, worms, Roxanne, worms. I don't even know what's happening anymore. But we will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.